Hello, my name is Shockley, and welcome back to another episode of the Red Galaxy in Aurora, and in previous episode we did have our battle fleet do a bit of a sortie, but unfortunately we didn't find anything. Currently sitting at the Novosibirsk jump point in Brezhnev. But so far there hasn't been anything. They did go back for for an overhaul and refuel and all that, but we have now got our first fighter, which is going to be rather handy. I just wonder... Oh, right, it's going for new fighters. Okay, that makes sense. Alright then. But yeah, we'll slowly getting the fighters at least, so that's going to be handy. And we're still training some ground units, just in case. And we did actually find some wealth in one of the ruins. We got like 5,000 wealth in one of the ruins in Pravdo, so that's rather handy. That's going to keep our economy running for a little while at least. Because we're trying to improve the situation, we have started transporting one of the ground force, ground force construction complexes back to Kazakhstan. We've already got a quarter of it there, but it's still going to take quite a few trips to be actually completely transported. But the situation is improving, and the population in Pravdo is now closer to 8 million. We're starting to get a bit more population for the other a ruined outpost over here, which does have a little bit of infrastructure. They haven't actually produced infrastructure on their own. Like, they don't actually have any... Well, no, they do have a little bit of production capabilities, but they have no resources to actually produce anything, is the problem. Now, we did find another mass driver in here. We are also going to be building another mass driver here, just in case, because if we find a lot of resources in the ruins, which we have done at least a little bit, for example, we did get a few thousand tons of titanium at one point, and it's slowly being transported or shot back to Kazakhstan, which doesn't have a massive amount of titanium to mine at this point, but pretty good stockpile nonetheless, so that's rather handy. Now, Wendera is another thing that is not massive quantities anymore, but okay, the accessibility has dropped quite a bit. It's going to run out in currently estimated 14 years, but it's going to last a little bit longer than that, but not massively. And of course, in industry, we're still getting the financial centers. We are about to get, well, it's still going to take a while, but we will get another research facility in a few months, which is going to be rather handy. I mean, currently we have, how many do we actually have? We got 15, which honestly is not a lot, and it's still going to take a while before we get any new research. Although, well, January we're going to get 2. That's actually a different January, so 1. And then we're going to get 1 in November and 1 in October. Okay, it's still going to take a while by the looks of it. We'll slowly get some of the research done, at least. And once we get another research facility, we can start speeding up the research a tiny bit, but it is still going to be very time consuming. Still producing a lot of infrastructure here in Kazakhstan, just so that we can then transport that into more places to do more colonizing. But right now, we got one of our cargo ships taking more mines down here, which already has 4 mines. There's still 1 on its way, I believe, which means that they are producing, okay, 115 tons of resources per year. Not massive amounts, but it's still better than nothing. Actually, they do have governor there. Just gonna quickly go through. Yeah, we got the governors on all of those. Even here, which doesn't. Oh, it does actually have a tiny bit of population there. I forgot that we transported some here. Oh, right, yeah, this is the... Yeah, now I remember. This is the single planet in Volgograd. Did we... So we got the 100 infrastructure there. Population support is rather small. It is now enough population that we could technically do some shore leaves there, but that's about it. And another thing that we should probably do is get some deep space tracking stations here. Desperately required. But let's keep on going a tiny bit here. We can probably go with the 1-day increments. Every now and then there is a smaller increment, which probably just means that the NPR is exploring new systems. Not necessarily something to be terribly worried about, but possibly. Right, we trained more infantry in Kazakhstan. That's good. Again, I'm not entirely sure how well our infantry will actually fare in battle. Not necessarily all that great. Okay, ooh, right, the guard company has been trained now. That's a bit better infantry, but again, not massive difference there in performance. Alright, so we've got those there. In Proudblood we do have a brigade now. We might need to get another brigade for the construction regiments. Actually, yeah, we've got quite a few construction battalions at least. We've got one over there clearing out some of the ruins. Let's actually have a look. So Proudblood still has 72 ruins, and the A3 has 5 more ruins to explore. Hopefully we can get something useful out of those. Jump point detected. Oh, right. So we... Oh. I didn't realize we had a contact down there. So that, yeah, that must be their exploration ship then. Because it's going to various systems. But yeah, we found another jump point there. That's interesting. Now, I don't know where that leads yet, but I'll do a bit more exploration here. We have found some more minerals. Nothing... Well, actually, A1 over there does have some decent resources. And some asteroids. A3 has a lot of uranium. Actually, I don't remember. Is there any... Okay, so A1 might have even more minerals, actually. No atmosphere, of course, but... I suppose we could... Ooh, and a bit high temperature. I see. But it could be colonizable. We might take that and deny it from the enemy. There's a little bit around there. I mean, there's a lot of planets in this system that could be colonized. Also found the ruined colony on the... Oh, right, yeah. Not on the planet with the rock house, but one of the neighborings. Interesting. Okay, AT company trained. Still mineral shortage for infrastructure production. But now that we're not producing mines, they can actually start accumulating it, at least a tiny bit of corundium. Not sure if it's going to be saving them or anything, but actually, what does the mass driver use? Resources that we have plenty. Okay, good. So yeah, the resource situation here is not too bad. They don't have mercasium. They do produce it a tiny bit. Actually, we never got a mass driver here. Maybe we can find one or bring one from Pravda, for example, because there's going to be 3 there soon. I think 2 will be enough. Let's see, I think in January we'll bring the battle fleet back home to get another shore leave and such. Oh, we can technically do the shore leave in Volograd, because technically it should work now, and we can't maintain the ships there. So there's always a risk that something goes wrong. Alright, so that infantry battalion is now ready, more or less. We can't fit it in that one, so we're going to need another regiment soon enough. But it shouldn't be too bad. Not going to be building more ground in this quite yet. Ah, oh wow, this is a massive system. Let's have a look. How much is that across? Okay, 350 billion. Right, is there any... There's nothing in terms of planets on the primary star, and the secondary star has a bit more. But of course that is a massive distance away. So where does this locate? Oh, Bernal. Okay. So we're exploring a little bit from Vladivostok. That reminds me, Exploration 1 still hasn't done their... Nope, not that. Their overhaul, have they? Yeah, still in maintenance. Not a lot left though. Then we can go to the... I believe it's Yakutsk. That should do it. Right, let's actually zoom in. There's no... Right, there's a jump point, but there's nothing stabilized here, so... Those planets are probably not going to be accessible anytime soon. I mean, technically with a target, very high efficiency target, we might be able to get there, but... That's about it, really. Oh, another jump point detected here. Oh, right, yeah, this was at the end of the line there. Interesting. So there's at least one jump point there. There might be another one. Remains to be seen. Okay, it's the mercasium shortage in Prado, but we can't really do too much about that. Timing, overhaul complete. Okay, there we go. The exploration one has completed the overhauls. So let me send you down to Moscow, Smolensk, Vladivostok, and then Irkutsk. It's quite a long trip, to be fair. We may need to get some faster exploration ships at some point. Timing. Okay, good. Everything seems to be in order. So far, we haven't found any sign of the enemies yet. At least lately. Okay, so now it's January. So let's bring in the Battle 1 back for take it to Volgograd and move over there. Stay there for a little while. Not gonna do the overhauls. I mean, they got decent maintenance life, so I don't think we need to worry about that too much. It's the deployment time that we need to be worried about. Some more retirements by the looks of it. Okay, Battle 1 has completed orders. Let's actually go down there. So, you quite don't have the range to keep an eye on that one. I'm gonna let you do your shore leave. I suppose I could place you... Ooh, that's a shorter increment there, only 30 minutes, is that? Let's have a look. So, yeah, it was 30 minutes. Might just be another exploration by the AI. You never know. Okay, another mineral shortage. Or it's still the same mineral shortage, quite frankly. Okay, Prado has now 8 million population flat. Okay, and the infrastructure is slowly accumulating at least a little bit. We've already gotten over half of the ground force facility transport over. So the worker shortage is getting much better. Now, how's the environment coming along? Still a long way to go. Long way to go. Still a lot of infrastructure being produced there, and the mass driver is gonna take actually quite a while. Alright then, Stalino, you got actually some available workers. We could get some more mines here. You are transferring your resources to Pravdo, so you are technically providing a bit of extra mercasium there. You could get another 5 mines here, for example. Now, the max population here is rather tiny in all fairness. St. Petersburg is still waiting for at least 1 more mine. Population supported. Oh, right, they're pretty much a max population here. For the time being, we might want to bring in some more infrastructure in here, because the mining over here isn't bad. Also, a lot of mercasium, actually. On the other hand, if we were to bring in some construction factories, they can start producing some of their own stuff here. That's not a terrible idea. They don't actually have all that much available workers, so we might want to bring in another 100 infrastructure also first, and then we can figure out something else. Research completed. We got the ordnance transfer, and did we start? Nope. We didn't start a new one, but we did find abandoned mine in Pravdo, so that's good. And ooh, Exploration 5 has a bit of a problem. Current deployment is pretty high, and maintenance clock is also pretty high. Still got 300 maintenance supplies remaining though, so it's not all that bad, but yeah, the jump drive seems to be the weak spot of those. Right, so, now that we've got the research of the ordnance transfer system, we've got 2 research facilities. Hold on, that's in logistics, wasn't it? Yes. There are a lot of things in here that we could utilize. Or find some use for. large cargo hold wouldn't be bad. So we can make a bigger container that we can then transfer much more installations with. Right, is there anything else other than the abandoned mine? Let's actually have a look. How is the... There's still about 300,000 worker shortage, but it doesn't have that massive effect. Yeah, it's not a massive effect there. Let's have a look. Still 72 installations there. Oh no, what's that? It wasn't here, the abandoned mine, was it? Yeah, A3, not B3. Because this is the B3, isn't it? Yeah, okay, so we found another mine here. Fair enough. We don't have a mass driver here, we are slowly mining at least. But the production rates are quite pathetic, in all fairness. Now, our wealth loss has gone down a tiny bit by the looks of it. So in 1 month we're still... Well, actually, if we have a look at the year... Oh, right, because we got the ruin money over there. We're no longer producing ground needed right now. The maintenance are a little bit there. Shipbuilding, let's actually have a look. When do we get the ships? We're going to get one, or actually 2 in May. There's going to be exploration ship and a Zamas B-20. And then those are going to be done in November. Did they do their shore leave? No, not yet. Okay, so they need to wait a little bit longer, I reckon. Right, still the shortage. Oh, there was a bit of a shorter increment there. I wonder what happened there. It's probably just more exploration by the AI. Oh! 4,800 tons of carbonite in A3. And, okay, so that's the smaller rune outpost. So there's only 3 more installations left there. Okay. So they got all that. Can they use carbonite to actually build something now? I don't remember out of the top of my head. Most likely not. Oh, we could get some financial centers here now. You know what, we'll build one. I don't see why not. Other than the fact that construction will take some considerable amount of time, and it will cost a little bit along the way, but it ain't too bad. Let's have a look at Stalino. We do have some protection. Because, wait a minute, is the fighter actually that much financial protection value? 4.5, okay, so yeah, it is. Fair enough. Let's keep on going though. Let me quickly have a look at the battle one. Yeah, your deployment time should be going down, I reckon. Well, let's have a look. It was 4.1. Orders not possible. Exploration 5. You probably need to do your maintenance. Oh yeah, you could do a bit of a resupply and maintenance. Okay, let's have a look at the battle one now. So, did you... No, it's actually not going down. Okay, well, let me move you down to Chatakstan to do your refuel, resupply, and begin overhaul. Make sure that you'll be in good order and can work later on. Okay, Battle 1 has arrived home. Takes some time before they're ready to move out, but that's alright. Now then, let me take a quick look at the financial center. Is going to be done in April. When are we going to get another research? Oh, right, that's going to take a while still. Actually, June now. For the fuel. Okay. We're going to get the power plant boost. We don't actually have any power plants inside, do we? Then there's the missile. Oh, right, so that's going to be done in November. We could technically speed that up, especially once we get the research facility, and that's not going to take a long while. About a month or so. New mineral deposits in Magadan. Can't survey potential. That's good. Also, where is the... Well, exploration... Right, do you have your... Actually, you got quite a bit of maintenance supply points still. The deployment is only about a year so far. Maintenance is not too bad. You got 80% of fuel, so you're the one in Magadan, okay. I mean, you've been doing a decent job there, I suppose. Speaking of which, in 2 months we should be getting 2 more ships. Factory stored in A3, construction factory. So that will actually mean that we'll get the financial center there a tiny bit quicker. It's not going to be a massive increase, but not too bad. Let's actually have a look. So Pravdo still has 72, whereas this one is down to 2 installations. Damn, that's quite a difference there. Still got the carbon mine. I mean, you will be... Actually, I suppose I could use the carbon mine just to produce financial centers in here. We're going to do quite a bit, and to be fair, they do need quite a bit... Oh, right, they got the light gravity infrastructure here as well. They found both of the infrastructures. I don't think I actually built any infrastructure here. They have built technically a tiny bit on their own. They actually have a worker shortage now. We are bringing in more workers or population down here, but it's very slow. The colony ship, or the colony fleet isn't particularly quick. It's 800 kilometers per second right now. We might want to get more of the bigger tugs, quite frankly, to speed up the logistics a little bit. But so far so good, I suppose. Commander assigned. Is the battle one is still doing overhaul? It may take a while still. Let's actually have a quick look at that. So battle 1, actually almost done. Got a decent grade there. Training is pretty good, at least for the first one. Second one a bit less, but is a lot fresher. Cargo 1 has completed order, so that means that we got the Crown training facility away, so we actually have some workers now here. Excellent. That also means that we have a bit more taxes because we actually have enough workers. Alright then. So the production rate is now over 300 here on a yearly basis. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. We'll be getting more construction factories here in due time, of course. But so far, we still haven't dug out anything from Pravdo lately. I'm not entirely sure why. Whereas over here, we're much less construction companies. We've been having pretty good... Okay, the Battle 1 is now ready to move out again. I will move you back to Volvogard. Why don't you go to the Tom's jump point? Is there order delay? I don't remember if that's in seconds. I think it's in seconds. So if we want to wait for a few days, we'd have to wait there for quite a while. But now I'll just go to Brezhnev and move to location there. I'll give you new orders later on. Let's see if we can find something this time. Oh, another Crown server potential. Okay, so honestly, the Magadan system seems to be quite full with various... Oh yeah, these two have potential for extra minerals. Now we are going to skip that, I'm pretty sure. Have we? No, we haven't served anything else there yet. Assuming that we don't actually accidentally scare too close to the planet, we should be alright. Wait, there was a much more smaller increment there. I suppose it could have been that we just flew close enough to the Rakas planet, and they spotted us, but not close enough for them to fire on us. But we did get the research lab now, so I'm going to put that on the missile research, because we do need some better missile capabilities. Because we are going pretty full on missiles right now. We may need to switch our tactic at some point, but right now this seems like it could work. At least we haven't found any... Well, I mean, we haven't really had encounters with the enemies lately. Since they fired on us, and then we spotted one of their... probably the exploration vessel, quite frankly. At one point or another, but that's about it. Ah, system surveyed, at least a gravitational survey. Oh right, this was an empty system. You still got plenty of fuel, so why don't you go and explore the next system over? It seems to be taking a while, but that's alright. Retirement, okay. But we seem to be out of time for this episode, so once again I will probably do some time skips between the episodes to get something at least mildly interesting. But anyway, if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.